That evening, after everyone had given their pledges and allegiances for alliances that would support her on a second attempt for King's Landing to obtain that which is rightfully hers, which would be the Iron Throne of Swords for the Realm of Kingdoms, she then figured that now was a good time to get ready for a very special banquet to celebrate those who stood by her side for her second attempt. And because she already sensed that William's being here was not mere coincidence, but as the visionary said, was a prophecy due to happen, she looked towards his direction. William, you're going to be sitting at my head table today, and there's some things that I have to address before them about you, because you, believe it or not, as I said, though you may not be ready for it yet, you are very important to me, William. And it's not just that I use you for getting what I want, because being there's no others like you, I hope to have you for all time. Well, that is good. I will do whatever I can to assist you. I guess I need training and stuff. Yes. And that in turn will come soon enough. You will meet me not in the banquet hall, but the grand banquet hall. Basandi, yes, my queen, will you show him the way to the grand banquet hall? Yes, I will have him there shortly. I will see you later, William. And she says with a big smile and walks off. Wow. Basandi's like, careful now, William. Remember what you said. Your feelings may betray you, and there are other eyes watching. I know. I just feel like I'm always electrified. Electrified. Yeah, it's a form of feeling of love. It's like a magical aura that I feel from her. She walks by or smiles at me. I feel like my heart is beating. Yes, well, that is very nice, William. Such sweet words for our queen, for one who is human. You should probably tell her these things as well. I'm sure I'll get an opportunity to, but I will try my best to exercise discretion. Well, that is good. If you will follow me, William, we will head to the grand banquet hall now. So with that, William heads out and follows her through several corridors. He recognizes this when he had the grand tour of the palace. It is this very huge room that is seldom used, and before it was a complete empty red floor space. Now, using one's imagination, because again, this is a rough draft content production, there are many, many tables. And it's like 2 to 3 times the size of the regular banquet hall. Daenerys looks towards William's direction and gestures for him to come up front and sit beside her on her right-hand side. As he makes his way up there, everybody else are taking their seats. And she then again looks towards his direction. Are you nervous? I take that as a yes. She said with a smile, and she likes the sensations that he seems to be going through. So with that, then, everybody gets what they want to eat before she makes her presentation. As everyone has gotten their food, and then she stands, and everybody knows this is the time to be quiet because she's about to speak. So as the room gets really quiet, she finally decides to make a presentation. I'm sure many of you have questions. Tyrion was the first to hear that we have a guest from another world, and when he had asked about it, I told him he's not even from any known kingdom. I'm sure Tyrion at the time remembers this one, sitting to my right-hand side, who wore strange clothing. Tyrion just kind of sits at the table listening intently and looking up every now and then and at his wine glass. He came to us in a most unexpected way. Some of you may remember that there had been many wondrous signs, to which I have to give credit to the visionary. These signs were about his coming, but he unexpectedly came to us, and he has no way of getting back to his world. Eventually, as we got to know each other, he has requested permission to live in our world, because he cannot go back, and it would not make any sense for him to live in loneliness and despair, for not being able to see any others of his kind, not even one to mate with of his kind. So I have granted this permission. She continues on. He briefly explained to me that he tried to save others of his kind, and it was through what we might consider a opening, like a doorway. He calls it a vortex. We're not too familiar with these things or how things are termed from this world, but the point being is he is here. Now some of you may kind of find him odd. He will say some things that you may not understand, and even I have found it somewhat humorous, which method of amusement. Certain things he does is actually kind of funny. She kind of laughs. He has strange ways and customs which are not of our own. I know that some of us, from some kingdoms, may even easily get offended because of things he may say or do. I would ask you simply just to be patient with him, because though he was a myth and a legend, and we used to use his kind as a mere word of any given conversation, human this, human that. She looks towards this direction. He is no longer a myth and a legend now, whereas I can see him sitting to my right-hand side. I know you can see him as well. And she looks back towards the crowd again. He has no one of his kind to relate to, and it is not his intent, I am certain, for him to offend any of you, because when you think about it, he doesn't know any of you, just as you do not know anything about him. But nevertheless, it has been prophesied that our retaking that which I was stripped of wrongfully in 3 days that I held it, I shall gain again, and this time great will be the fall of the enemy for having crossed my path, and William is the key. Yes, William, I'm talking about you. She's looking at him. Oh, she kind of smiles and looks away, using the look like, mind your P's and Q's. Looking back towards the crowd with a smile. Sometimes he may act impulsively, and sometimes that's a good thing. I am still learning of him, and I have many questions of him. But if you want to know him, you just simply ask him, talk to him, just like you would anybody else. He has allowed me to groom him so he can fit in, because I obviously, from a saying that I overheard him talk to me about, one way in, no way back, and as much as our world is based on symbolism, this very statement has much symbolism. So, if ever any of his kind should find their way here, they would be guests. But this is a historical occasion for us, because never in all of Targaryen history has a human ever come to our world. And now here he is. So, I welcome you to make friends with him if you wish, but no harm is to come to him. Anyone trying to take him out or take him away and do things to him. And though I may have lost King's Landing, great will still be my wrath, and I'm sure everybody knows this. They may have pushed me back, but I'm not dead. So, let us eat and celebrate, for we have much to celebrate of all the alliances, and the fact that William, a first-time human, has given his pledge to me. Everybody applauds as she sits back down, She looks towards William with a smile, doesn't say anything, and then they begin eating. That night, William um, was going to wear his glasses like he usually does, and when he put them on, he almost felt like he was going to fall. He had to quickly take them off. He shook his head and he couldn't understand what was going on. Is he going blind? But no, that wouldn't make any sense. Why does he see everything clearly without the glasses? And beforehand, he had to wear the glasses. Perhaps there's something changing about him, because he's been in this world now for practically almost a week. These are strange things. So he puts the glasses down as Daenerys comes in the chambers. You alright, William? You're not going to wear your glasses? I can't. Really? Is there something wrong? Well, these human things that are called glasses, I had to wear, but I think I'm improving. You are? Yes. I might as well just throw these away. No, you're not going to throw them away. What came with you, William? Whatever you do not want. They're my creatures now. And you would obey me, right? Yes. I did make the pledge. I will follow your command. Good. I will take these. And she takes the glasses without hesitation, sticks them in her personal treasure box. I guess I don't need to tell you that you're not allowed into my box, because since you can't wear the glasses, there'd be no reason for you to get them. Well, that is true. You're so obedient, William. He, then kind of sits on the edge of her bed. She takes his hand, and looking downward. William, yeah, I still have questions for you. I may not have them as often as I have had, but I'm almost at the point where I'm ready to experience things with you. Well, is that a good thing? Well, it can be. I wish to know what it's like for a woman to be loved. You have told me certain things that's got my mind always thinking, William. Sorry, I guess I must have been a bad influence or shouldn't have said anything. No, I wanted to know and you did what I asked. But just knowing is not the same as experiencing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think so. I want to mate with you, William. Oh, are you okay with this? Well, that was a bit forward. It's a problem for you. Well, no, but well, some women are forward in my world, just not like that. So this is displeasing. No, I find it almost, um, in my world, I find it like an arousing suggestion. This is good. It won't be tonight. Tonight will be your last night, sleeping on the pad. Oh, so I'm going back in the guest room? No. You won't be going in the guest room either. Okay. Well, yes. Are you going to try to say something, or have you figured it out? Um, where would I be sleeping? Well, you have been doing pretty good with this question, and since I did have a knight give me certain comforts when I had lonely nights, you're already here. And though you have less than half of that nobility to qualify as my suitor, though I have chosen you, I thought perhaps you might like to share my bed. Really? You are allowed, because it is my bed to share. Wow. You are turning off on a lot already, really. I still like this about you. This is what I'm talking about. How many experiences and sensations can I put you through? Because whatever you experience, I know it's going to be quite the sensation for me. Wow. Gee, Daenerys, you are a loss for words. Yes. I'm sorry, I guess it's because I'm in love with you. I know you are, Brian. And I love you too. I never thought I'd fall in love with a queen. Well, there's nothing wrong with it, as long as you meet the qualification, and though you are less than half, you still barely meet those qualifications. So think nothing of it. This is my choice. You are mine, and this bed is mine, and that is all that needs to be said. Are we clear on this? Yes. There it is. Good. So with that, she then leans over, sweetly kissing him for the longest time. I will see you in the morning, Lamb. And remember, you have no idea what I'm going to be putting you through. I just hope you're up for it. Even though I can tell right now, something's up. But we'll leave it at this. Wow. Okay. So she kisses him for the longest time, biting the bottom of his lip. It seems to be quite the arousing thing. And I know you love those Targaryen kisses. I can sense this. I will see you in the morning, Lamb. Alright, anyways. So with that, they both turned in for the night. That night, William had a dream about a man and a woman he's never met before. The one man was a stout man, already a king, from some kingdom of the world that Daenerys lived in. He was looked upon as a great leader for other kingdoms to follow and advise. And there was another who this man did not favor, but allowed her to work with him. She was dressed in a very long red gown. She seemed to have much magic about her, and dark sorcery followed her wherever she went. And she worshipped a god of fire, but he doesn't understand what this means. And so, as the dream then switches from the two factors, a king and a sorceress, the scene then is played in his head about a battle yet to come. And he can't understand why he's seeing this, because he's not even a visionary.
The world of men will fall. Form ranks, you maggots! Form ranks! Pikes in front! Archers behind!
Hey man! Take your area down the left flank! Right with it! Gamling, follow the king's banner down the center. Remove! Take your company right after you pass the wall. Forth, and fear no darkness! Arise! Arise, riders of Theoden! Spears shall be shaken! Shields shall be splintered! A sword day! A red day! And the sun rises!
Whatever happens, stay with me. I'll look after you.
Rise now! Rise now! Rise!
first thing William does, he goes out to where catapults are, and he shows drawings that he made about an hour or two ago before heading to breakfast. They looked the plans over and they seemed to see some potential here, so they could start building on these things and getting them constructed. He then goes back to the palace. Masandi then catches him. William, yes. Masandi, Daenerys would like to have a word with you. Am I in trouble? Well, maybe not. But there is something that she has a question for you. Something that I think you promised her? Oh, I bet I know what it is. I promised her the gift of knowledge. Yes, well, she is expecting you in the lounge of the meeting room. So he goes to the lounging area and sees Daenerys. Wow. You, all right, William. You seemed a little shocked. Yes, I hope I'm not speaking inappropriately. No, go ahead and speak freely. She kind of seems a little bit not happy but not upset, but wants to hear what he has to say. Well, seeing you in this way, very beautiful. Well, William, I'm on official business, but thank you for the compliment, she said with a big smile. Well, blue is my favorite color. It is. I'll have to remember that next time, William. But let us now speak plainly, because I have a matter to discuss with you. You have been here for how long now? I believe I think it's been 4 or 5 days. Yes. And I recall that you said that you would even give me the gift of knowledge. Since it's not like any of the other treasures, I am kind of anxious as to when I'm going to get this gift of knowledge. Oh, it's a good thing you asked about that. Not that I'm trying to be, like the men of your world, cocky or anything, but I just happened to turn over plans that I drew up of certain catapult weapons to the builders that do the maintaining of your catapults. Really? Yes, if you head out, although it may be a bit early, before we head into breakfast, we may see some construction going on. I think, of course, you probably already know this, but if you ask them to, or commanded, they could build you one of each, so that it'll be ready for you to take a look at as to what they will look like, even though they may be only half done. Yes, well, I will be checking, William, because while I've enjoyed your company, and not that I'm using you for any gains that I want, so I hope you don't think this, because that is not the intent. I do have feelings for you, William. But you also have to understand, time is of the essence, and I want what is rightfully mine. And the visionary said you are to lead me to this. Well, I would say, if I'm allowed to speak freely, have faith in your visionary. I'm sure you'll agree that I can't do much without knowing the laws and customs and traditions, certain proper etiquettes and additional mannerisms of your kingdom. You have spoken wisely, and that is true. I'm not going to send my only treasure to his death. Very well, I shall check on this, and as always, if you speak truth and not under deception, just merely to have your whims with me, as I'm sure you did not, then I shall see about possibly maybe a little bit of an early reward, William. Well, I like rewards. She kind of smiles about this. Yes, I'm sure you do. We'll keep this between us. Right? Yes. The base. Very well then. You may go to the banquet hall. I will join you shortly. So with that, William heads out to banquet hall to get his breakfast for the day. Daenerys, on the other hand, goes outdoors. Everybody always delights when they get to see the queen walk among them because they know her as Demisha. And so she smiles and greets them while she's heading to where her catapults are. She, lo and behold, sees construction going on. She kind of walks about, and one of the builders bows before her humbly. My queen, if you're looking for new weapons, we started about, probably about moments ago. Would you like us to build one of each for you to take a look at? No, I want to see everything completed. Yes, my queen. When it is completed, have someone notify me so I can inspect the final results for approval. Yes, my queen, we will do this. All right then, you may return to work. So she heads back through the crowd and back into the palace. She seems kind of pleased, at least William hasn't been completely wasting her time. So she thinks positive. Just needs time. So she's okay with this. So she then goes into the banquet hall and also has gestures for William to speak with her privately. You have proven yourself. I have no doubt on this, William. I hope you didn't think I was getting cross with you. I am just anxious in taking back that which I was forced off of. No, I understand, and I guess if I were, as we would say in my world, in your shoes, I would be a little anxious too, because I wouldn't like somebody pushing me back. Yes, well, they'll soon find out that those who push me around will meet their own undoing. But, she says with a smile, let us go together to breakfast then. So she takes him by the hand, and they go in and have their breakfast. After breakfast, she goes to her regular throne duties, and William somewhat follows. William, what are you doing? Well, I don't really have anything to do. It may look a little odd if you keep following me around, William. They'll think you and I are married. Oh, well, okay, I guess I'll figure something out. Unless you had something you want to report. Actually, I do. Very good then, William. I hope you can make this sound official. Though I do enjoy your company, it is not a place of wasting a queen's time, though I wouldn't mind. Others may take a dim view on it. Yes, I understand. So she goes through her entryway, and he comes through the front. Go ahead and come forward, William. You have something to report. Yes. Last night I had a dream. Really? Are you sure you're not getting the powers of a visionary? No. In my world, of course, we have this things called psychics and ESP, but I don't have any of those powers. No, this is a dream that I think was mainly for my benefit, but in the long run, it helps you as well. Really? Well, there are certain fighting tactics, I would imagine, that most of your knights know about. But they do not know, those who are your enemy, of the tactics of a human. Though we be small, well, in certain sizes, some taller than me, some shorter, and our frailties, tactical warfare, as we call it, was our specialty. Not all the time did it give us much victories, but most of the time it did. And great was the numbers for the tactics that we used. Many kingdoms like Greece, Rome, Troy, all used tactics. And if the 7 known kingdoms here are not aware of such tactics, that would be their undoing because they would not be trained against it. To which case, many victories, I'm thinking, could possibly be yours. But again, I can't interpret my dreams, but because this came from a very, very, very long time ago of my era, many generations of my family who had not been born then, tells me And I'm thinking these are the tactics I would have to use. Unfortunately, I do not hold any position to train those who serve you. She holds up her hand for him to stop speaking and then thinks about it for a moment. I see your point, and I like the fact that you had a dream that could work for my benefit. This is interesting. If the enemy did not know of such human battle skills, perhaps the victory would be ours, because they would not be trained against it. I do like the sound of this, William. You are improving yourself, and you haven't even had any training yet. Well, anything I can do to please you. She's trying to keep a straight face looking at him, but with eyebrows raised, notices that she's almost having a hard time because of the desires that she has for him. Sandy also looks over at Daenerys and senses what Daenerys is going through, and with her arms crossed, puts one hand, her right hand, over her mouth slightly just to keep from laughing. Daenerys and her look at each other. Finally, Daenerys looks around to make sure nobody's looking, kind of doesn't say much of her left hand. William, you're distracting me. Oh, I'm sorry. Why, was that not good news? No. You're distracting me in other ways. Oh, okay, well, I'll leave if you want me to. Yeah, I don't want you to leave, and I think it might be for the best. And yes, I will consider everything you've told me. In fact, if you are the one to deliver me victories, as the prophecy, visionary said by prophecy, there may be something you can do. But I have to discuss this, of course, with certain high officials who serve me in a meeting room. Just because I'm queen doesn't mean I get to make all the decisions without consulting others. But I will take this in consideration. Alright, well, I won't distract you, and I don't mean bother you any further. I finally suddenly laughed. Yes, William, this is exactly what I mean. Your funny human humor. I will see you later, William. And so he bows before he leaves. She rolls her eyes. Zombie kind of straddles up to her. I see trying to give him advice about keeping composure is maybe, if you permitted me, I should share this with you as well. Yes, Miss Sandy, please do remind me. I feel I may get my own self in trouble. Well, you do have to look at love. Does it show that badly? I mean, not that it's bad. Well, people will begin to wonder, how the palace walls do have ears. Yes, sometimes when they shouldn't be listening. Eventually people will learn not to stick their ears where they do not belong. And in the meantime, yes, I feel much love for this human in my heart. He does things to me when he's around me, but I cannot share this with him. Well, my queen, I guess she kind of gets on a serious mode, as does Daenerys, who straightens up then. Guess we shall attend to the other business at hand. Yes, perhaps it'll keep my mind about me. And so with that, they look at each other, grin slightly, then return to trying to keep a serious look about them. Once again, unexpectedly, and without any announcement or being summoned, the brown-robed priests enter the palace throne room, and Sandy brings her to attention. My queen, they're back. Who's back? She looks up and sees him. Oh, yes. I should have figured that would be too good to be true. Then the lead priest lord of the palace enters in his black robe. She then stands. That's as far as you go. He stops. I already know why you're here. You do? My queen? Yes. And I can tell you right now that you do not need to try to threaten me to take my throne anymore. Well, we would then threaten I know what you were up to. Don't even try to play me for an idiot. Okay, I already know. You've been hounding me ever since I had lost the throne after 3 days in King's Landing for the realm of the kingdom. Now I know I need a suitor, and you might take delight now knowing that I have found one. Well, that's good. This is good news. You shall report this to the officials of the palace. Is this what you wanted to hear? Yes, actually. Well, now you have heard the news. May we inquire who this suitor is for the records? What kingdom does he come from? Well, she looks like Masandi is looking at her. He's not from any kingdom that we know of. Not from any kingdom. We don't even know if there's anybody else beyond the known world. Well, obviously there is, and it wouldn't be any of them either who helped this new relative of the former King Lannis of the Baratheon house. So, who would this be? Where does he come from? Well, if you haven't heard already, he's not even of this world. He's not of this world. Certainly you must know about the legend and the myth of the human. We have heard rumors, but we had to see it to believe it ourselves. Well, perhaps when you show up at the right time, you'll get to meet him. In the meantime, he is to be my suitor. And, he is, what, a prince? Well, does he have at least some minimum qualifications? Well, half. Alright, less than half. What's that got to do with anything? Because you have to marry someone that has certain qualifications. Those are the guidelines for the House of Targaryen, as well as for holding the throne. I bet he doesn't even have any proper etiquettes or mannerisms of this world, let alone your kingdom, does he? He will have some in time. He's barely been here a week. Yes, and what about certain customs and traditions? Have you introduced him to those as well? No, does it look like I've had time? Sorry, my queen, I wasn't trying to speak improper. Then, you should not antagonize me, because you should know that when one antagonizes me, the mother of dragons, I get very annoyed quickly. Sorry. And he kind of backs up a step, seeing that her face was tightening in a little aggravation. Then she looks pleasant again. All you need to know is I have found a suitor, and will tell the officials that they can enter it into the record that I have found one. He needs a little bit of grooming, which he has said he will allow me to do. Well, that is good then. And that means he will learn lessons of laws and everything else that needs to be done to make him even more qualified, though his heraldry is less than half, minimum required level for qualifying as a suitor. Very well then. We will report this then. Good. I take it you won't be coming back to disturb me again. No, I think this is what we've been waiting for some time now. Good. I hope that this doesn't occur again. We assure you, my queen, now that we have heard the news, we will not disturb you unless it is a grave emergency. Very well then, you're dismissed. And so, the one in the black robe, followed by the ones in the brown robes, finally leaves the throne room. They are persistent. Yes, sometimes too persistent. Hopefully that'll satisfy those damn warthogs. Somebody starts loud covering their mouth. Sorry, my queen. No, it was funny. I can't believe I said that. Oh, man. Maybe William is being a distraction to you. Yes, that wasn't probably proper of me to say that. Although, hey, would have it coming. They've been so antagonizing to me. Yes, I would imagine so. Well, with that, and a little bit of throne room humor, Asandi and Daenerys then go to a meeting room so where they could talk about other things that she has put William through. And it just so happens that Grey Worm is present to visit with Missandei. Hi, Grey Worm. How you doing? I'm doing fine, my queen. I see you're here to see Missandei, which is okay. Yes, you can see Missandei when you're not busy, Grey Worm. I have no objections to this. And perhaps maybe you and this human, William, might meet one day. I still think weak human, big mistake. Well, I appreciate your opinion, Grey Worm, but I think you two may hit it off. He has his oddities, and though you are like a friend to me, I see some oddities in you. But don't take it badly, Grey Worm. It's what makes us unique. He kind of looks confused about this, shaking his head with a straight face, not understanding. It's okay, Grey Worm. Maybe Missandei will explain it to you sometime while you're here to visit her. Missandei, I'd like to talk to you about some things. Yes, it is about the last two tests that I put William through. Oh, I can hardly wait. Yes, I thought you might like to hear this. And so they pour some wine and get comfortable to hear what the last two tests were like. So, now that we all have something to drink, we can enjoy the tale of the experiences I've had on the second and third test. Well, the second test was about if he reveals all, I should reveal all. And if I should share all, then he will share all. So I asked him about the human females, and he told me that some have bigger breasts, some small. Some are like the men of our world, that are not always the same color as I am. Well, that does sound interesting, don't you think, Grey Worm? He doesn't really say anything. Well, anyway, continue, my queen. Well, then, I brought up the fact that he had spoken boldly that if I was to prove myself to Mother Dragons, he would drink the golden waters that flowed from me so they would flow in him. Long story short, we both ended up naked, and I scooted ever so close to him. Yes, and what else happened, my queen? Sami seemed very intent. Grey Worm seems a little uneasy, shifting his weight on his feet. Well, I told him that he's not to move until I was finished with him, and I would explain why he should have not asked me to do such a thing. Oh my gosh, Sami, it was such an experience. I love the sound of it echoing into his mouth. Are you serious? Yes, I really had to go badly. I was surprised he drank most of what he could take in. Oh my gosh, he starts laughing. Grey Worm looks towards her with raised eyebrows and shakes his head, rolling his eyes a bit. This didn't sound very good. And, well, finally I was done, and he started doing something to me with his tongue. Apparently it's good for more than speaking words of wisdom. Oh, wow. Yes. He said, when I asked him what he was doing, he said that he thought I wanted him to finish. And I asked him if it's a custom to do what is to be finished when making love to a woman of his kind. He said, yes, but the actual name of what he does would probably not be appropriate, so I allowed him to continue. Oh my gosh. He moved his tongue in such ways. It's like up and down and circular. And man, it went so deep inside. Grey Worm suddenly accidentally drops his glass. Missandei starts laughing as he looks down at the ground. Sorry. Perhaps I should excuse myself and check on security of our palace. I'm sorry, Grey Worm. Daenerys apologizes. This must be quite embarrassing for you. He's got this big smile at Grey Worm, shakes his head. I return later when you two are done with personal talk. Very good then, Grey Worm. They both look at each other. It's hard to laugh, almost like a giggle. Poor Grey Worm. I guess we should have remembered that maybe this is not something he'd be accustomed to hearing. No, I guess not. I'm glad to see you two are getting along well. Yes. So, anything else happen? Well, I finally told him. Men don't usually drink women's pee. And I said, so now, do you believe that I'm the mother of dragons? And he said, yes, he did. I said, so now, you won't tempt me again to punish you, will you? He was very hesitant. I said, and he asked if he could think about it. And I said, well, think what you will. I kind of let it go. Although I sensed that maybe this was too pleasurable for him. You think he's going to ask to drink your pee again? I don't know. It would take me some time to get used to, but it was much pleasure. Wow, Daenerys, you and this human are getting very close. Yes. And even though I chose him to be a suitor, I like his custom. He explained what marriage was all about. I'll share this to you when we have some other time. He has told me that he has a degree, and I have to help him now, because I have a part in this. And what is this about? Well, as you can see, it's almost getting nighttime, and unlike our world, which has 2 moons, he feels that symbolically, in order for him to become that which I have woken in him, the sleeping dragon, you woken in him, yes, of his heraldry, a dragon of legend of old, though he not be as strong as the female dragon, which is the symbol that I represent. He did tell me in his dream that, well, it was kind of funny. He said that he saw me scratch the gray dragon, and he said, oh, poor guy. Like we're picking on a poor little dragon. Yes, that was very funny. He has much funny sense of humor for a human. Well, this is quite interesting. Yes, so he has to walk coals of fire, because he could not blast the fire that I walked through, not just being born of, but even when I was captured by Dothraki. I see. So, I take it everything's being prepped. They should be, because he said he had to figure some things out. I would imagine he would have spoken to a visionary or somebody and had the appropriate area, being in a secret society of the Dragon Society, to get this set up. Well, is there anything I can do to be as an assistance? Yes, I need you to check to see if everything's been set up, and then you can report back. I have to go check on William, make sure he's going through with what he told me. Again, I don't think he would deceive me, but we're not married yet. Yes, I understand. Very well then. I will see you in a little bit in my large chambers. Very well then. So with that, they go their separate ways.